Like, when are they going to be done? Also, people going back to James Charles because he made. Honestly, they shouldn't be even. Okay, well, first of all, his video is like, it did not help him, nor did it help him, if that makes sense. It basically, he put everybody else on blast, and they have to now kind of come up with their truth videos, apparently. But at the same time, I hate this. Oh, they did this, so excuse the other person thing. Like, he still sucks even if they're bad. Yeah, I mean, people act like you can't counsel everybody for that. You know, you can't cancel everyone because of different sides of the story. Or basically, you can cancel everybody if you want to. Me personally, I'm good on like everybody for the most part.
What are you doing? Find some cover. I'm setting the charge. You're out of time. Brace yourself.
Because I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, well, James Charles did those things, and this is why I said earlier on Twitter, I'm like, I'm not going to say anything because my opinion is quite controversial. Because my thing is, I'm gonna pause so I can, yeah, I'm gonna pause for a second. I don't watch Jeff Charles build through drama videos. I just couldn't even bother. Oh, I'm curious about your opinion now. Well, basically, I'm gonna start from the top. Basically, I understand that what James Charles did was kind of shady as a friend. James Charles should not be using his influence as a way to profit, to get stuff out of people. You know, I'm famous. Hey, Mary Lou. Which I think you're Sunshine. If I'm mistaken. My brain is just sucks. But basically, from what I understood, yes, James Charles was wrong for he could have came at Tati and said, hey, I had this opportunity to make some money and get protection. Yep, I'm right. Get protection and all that good stuff, right? But at the same time, Tati could not have went in like that. I understand she's a reactionary person. That's one thing I learned from this whole situation. She reacts, and sometimes she should just take a second and not react so quickly.
What the fuck is this? Don't be as dumb as you look.
But on the other hand, I know, right? I'm so dinky. I'm hitting L1 to lock on.
Get in their faces.
Come on.
Profession.
Whatever.
These guys.
Anyway, I'm gonna do stuff and pause, so I won't be going back and forth. But anyway, so basically, James could have came at Tati in a better way than what he did and not tell her anything. I could tell that he probably looked at her as a mother figure and didn't want to tell her because he was afraid of her being unhappy, which could have been prevented if in fact he did say something. But on the other hand, Tati made that video because I feel like part of it was she felt like she wanted to just speak her piece. The other part of it was she was hurt and she had to get something off her chest, which she didn't have to do it that way, but I feel like I understand why she did it that way. But then that's just how I took for the first video. And then the boys that came out, some of them kind of, I feel like had an inch and took a mile. I believe what they said did happen. The whole crap this whole crap on the planet is just that crap. It's also just so discouraging. It is. But currently, just what happened to the last 24 to 48 hours, well, let's give the last 4 days. Gabriel don't know how to shut up. He should have been shut up. You know, I don't know what his little problem is. I guess that he wants attention, and he got it now. You know, even though he might lose subscribers, he's getting those views. He's still getting paid for it. He's still getting that traction. So as much as people are like, well, we're canceling him. You're not canceling nothing because he's laughing his way to the bank. That's just the truth. Nikita, she knew what she was doing when she made that video with that title and alluded with that tweet. She may get all the dislikes, she may lose subscribers, but she still got those views, right? And she's going to be laughing to the bank as well. Team has lost all respect for Gabriel Zamora because it's clear how he wants to get his clicks. Same with Nikita, instigator Gabriel. Yeah, Gabriel and Nikita didn't even have to say nothing. They wouldn't even be in this if they just would have sat there and shut up, to be honest. So obviously the only reason they said something is to just get attention on them. And I feel like they talked about this with James, and James was like, hey, as long as you get this off of me, the heat off of me, that'll be great. So I felt funny about Gabriel back with the Jeffree Star situation last year, because I'm like, how you gonna flip the script like within 24 hours? Something was said, something went on where you talked to somebody and it was like, hey, go ahead and come out this video, say you apologize, and speak your truth. Keep it 100. And the fact is, it was such a good marketing plan, because think about it, he got merch with keep it 100 on it. Like, all this is just business. All this is just money in general, you know. But then with today's video, one, he did fake some of those messages. He did. I even retweeted one of the tweets I saw by Bradley on my page, where it shows that on the screenshot he literally have some of the dates and times cut off, like copy and pasted over the time, and it's kind of messed up. You know, then he messed up the dates and whatnot, and he definitely lost credibility by by altering those messages. I just feel like I'm gonna have to settle down a little bit more, if not for those two sticking their nose in it. Yeah, it could have settled down a lot more if Gabriel wouldn't open his mouth on Snapchat and like he just freaking Oprah of it all, and Nikita just trying to profit off of it, because last time she profited off of it, you know what I'm saying, and she didn't even get canceled. Nothing happened to her last time. You know, Gabriel gained, if anything. So there's that. So this is finally their comeuppance for all that bullcrap last year. This is just what I feel like. Now, Jeffree and Tati, okay, my bias to aside, because people know I don't like Jeffree. I don't like majority. To be honest, I don't like 95% of the beauty community. I don't like none of them, for real, because maybe I read too deep into stuff, but when someone has a habit of doing the same thing over and over again and exhibiting the same behavior over and over again, I know that that's them. They can apologize all they want to, but apology means nothing if you keep doing the same behavior. So I don't like Jeffree. Tati is just there for me. I didn't really watch her for real. I was subscribed to her, but then something just fell off, so I just stopped watching her in general. And then you have James Charles. I didn't like him from the get-go, the jump. He seemed two-faced, so I didn't feel interested in him. Thomas was kind of like, he was there. I enjoyed some of his content, and then after last year with that whole incident where he tried to expose Jeffree Star and all that, I felt like that was a cash grab at the time. But looking back on it and how Jeffree inserted himself in the situation, what he said and had to say and all this other stuff, it makes me feel like there was more going on with the Thomas Halbert situation that we're aware of as the public. We just kind of had to go with what's the boy. Well, I shouldn't have ran out there like that. That was my fault. That's what I get for multitasking. Let's see. I stopped. She did that half after she did that Emmanuel Makeup Revolution. She half-assed the review and didn't appreciate it. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I stopped. I don't really stand anyone in the beauty community, like, or watch a few, and I like to find out and see the makeup. See what Mary Lou's talking about. I remember that the whole controversy with that makeup review, and she has a way. Tati has a way of, when she is not on a PR list or says certain comments, she'll mention it in her video in a very sly way. She real slick with it. And I'm like, if you got a problem with it, just say you got a problem with it. Don't go the undercurrent. Just say how you feel and mean what you mean. Say what you mean and mean what you say. But that's just how I operate. So other people might not operate that way, but that's just how I do it. Like, I used to follow Thrift Fic. I stopped following her because her moderator was saying a whole bunch of racist stuff in her comments, and she made excuses and she okayed it and whatnot, and she said she quote unquote reprimanded that moderator, but put her back as a mod, and until she had to wait till everybody was basically jumping down her throat to remove that person as a moderator. And that moderator still is basically, I think, is a moderator on her chat, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so I had to stop following Thrift Thick. I had to stop following Jackiana, because she has an attitude problem. She has a real deal attitude problem and an ego problem, and I don't like big egos and attitude. Thrift Thick.
What the fuck is this?
Stick your dumb ass head out.
Press forward! Move! We're coming through! Don't be as dumb as you look! Move! 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 Oh, don't be an idiot! Get out of the way or suffer the consequence! Some fucking cops!
Hey, Fluffy. Whoops. I left the crew. This is why I'm not a team player. There was a lot. Let me see. Jackie Anna's problematic. Like, I want her to be good because she raises awareness, but she does stuff the wrong way. And there's a lot of smaller influencers on Twitter that do much better job of that. Yep. I'm glad you guys can make it. I'm sucking right now because I'm trying to talk and play at the same time, but it's fine. I don't mind. Fine. Alright. But I don't follow a lot of influencers because... Oh, you brought wine and snacks. I wish you could share. But I'm sitting there saying that basically I don't follow a lot. I used to be in the phase of, oh my God, I have to watch every single upload I heard and listen to everything they say. But then once I started following them on social media outside of YouTube, I started realizing that the people these people are. Stick your dumb head out, bruh. You're gonna pop out in a second. Dummy. And there's one more. So I wish I could share. Yeah, same here. Yeah, you really do start seeing their true colors, and it's very unfortunate that it's that way. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay. Now last night I was talking to somebody, I can't think of who it was. Like, I really want to, you know, have high hopes for people and think that they're great and they won't screw people over and their fans over and whatnot. But they will in a heartbeat, and it's really sad. Oops. Oh, he's dead already. So with today, I saw a lot of crap on Twitter, and I was like, man, y'all bugging about things that were being said. I saw basically on my Twitter, I have two sets of groups of people who I follow and who follow me, and it's all like divided amongst and I hate to say it, and it's the truth, it's divided amongst the people who are fans of like Jeffree Star, James Charles, Tati Westbrook, and all this other stuff, and then you have the other side who just don't like Jeffree, anything associated with him, period. So I have these two sides on my timeline posting these different opinions and different perspectives. Whereas me, I'm technically like nowhere near into that. So, and the way I look at it, I'm like, man, at this point, the whole beauty community needs a purge. So I'm seeing people I'm talking to, I see it too. Hold up. See it too, and I see the regular commentary trying to weighing in when they got no clue of either of them how they really are. I see that as well. Because it seems like that. I understand that it's, let's be real, the drama channels are getting a lot of subscribers from this whole thing. You know, Dustin had like maybe 35, 45,000 subscribers. Oh, that went wrong. So yeah, I've seen people get at least 20 to 30,000 subscribers from this one drama right here by itself. It's a market. You know, YouTubers that usually get maybe 1,000, 6,000, 7,000 views are getting millions and millions of views off of this drama. It's a moneymaker. And Dustin's finna hit 100K. Let's see, I'm kind of neutral. I've enjoyed some of the things all three parts. I don't have to because I don't know them, but we'll agree they're problematic. Exactly. I'm not finna give them any a Jesus complex. I'm not finna pretend that they are the worst people on the planet. I love Leon Lush, PewDiePie, etc., and they were often conceded and said they indeed do some more research. Okay. So basically, I'm just like, man, I don't put myself in any category, because I'm sitting here, I'm like, I see everybody argue and who they stand. They're like, oh, I love Jeffree Star, and then I'm like, I don't like him. Then they be like, oh, I love Jackiana. I'm like, I don't like her. So So I can't really say my opinion on certain stuff, especially on my platform. We said this before, even the title was stands real, they ain't a good thing. Exactly. A stan is the last thing you want to be. You never want to be called a stan. I don't know. And then the people, like I said, it's like just following social media was eye-opening. And I'm good on all that. I'm cool. I feel like someone could say to me, oh, I don't like Jeffree Star. I'm like, well, I like some of his makeup stuff, but I get why you don't like him. Like, I don't need to fight people about it. Exactly. And the same thing Fluffy said the other night when I was playing, I can't remember what I was playing. I think it was The Sims. I researched, but not that deep enough. I super duper try not to debate because I know myself and I get in my feelings. But when it comes to something that truly affects me, then yes, I'll debate. That's how I feel. Like, I don't like talking about racism in particular with people on Twitter as far as drama goes, because like I said, I'm from Alabama. I've actually dealt with being called the N-word with a hard R. I've dealt with being almost killed because of my race multiple times. I've dealt with segregation in school and stuff like that. This is not like 80s or 70s. You know, I'm only 29 years old. I just turned 29 in March. This is the 90s and the 2000s. I was dealing with stuff like this. To this day, I'm dealing with stuff like this. Like I said, I mentioned stuff with my nephew and all this other stuff. So I try not to put my 2 cents in on race-related stuff because I take it deep. I take it real personal. So when someone says, oh, he said the N-word, I'm like, did he say it with an A or an ER? What context was it said in? Who did he say it to? What was the circumstances around it? Because some people say it because they think they're being cool, and some people say it because they're literally being racist. And there's a lot of dumb people in the world who don't understand the significance of that word. So I can't call them racist because they just don't know, you know? See, I'm calling them racist shit because I'm pale as a bitch, but that never had to deal with it. Also saying it's wrong, I don't have experience, so I just don't comment, which I understand, Raven. That perfectly makes sense. So if I get called a stand all the time, and I have to repeat myself that stand, no damn about it. Like over me stating my reasons and points why I think they have grown. And seriously, I can't please everyone. There's no need to please anyone. Like if someone's blatantly racist, I could like, dude, no, I'm not going to try and act woke. And I understand both of y'all predicaments. You know, you don't being supportive doesn't make you a stand, and people need to understand being supportive and a stand are two separate things. And I understand what you're saying, Ray. You can recognize what's racist, but you're not going to sit there and be like, let me explain and tell you why that's racist. So I got you. You know, that's understandable, and I respect what you're doing. Whereas me, I take it deep. So I'm going to look at the subtext of everything being said when someone is accused of racism or they're doing something racist. I don't sit there and be like, well, they said the N-word with the A. He's racist. So I'm like, it depends on the context of the situation. Like, people are like not throwing darts at Jeffree Star, but I'm just using him as an example because he's popular. People are saying, well, he's not racist because of he's saying the N-word with the ER to a white person. And I'm like, it's not the fact of who he's saying to, it's the fact of what he said, the context of it, and the sub meaning behind it. You know, it's kind of like one of those things where it's not the fact he called her the N-word with the ER, it's the fact that the worst thing like he said in his apology video, the worst thing he can call somebody is he tried to call them something the worst thing he could think of possible, and the first thing that pops out of his mouth is the N-word with the ER. So basically that's the worst thing you can be as period, is that. And so that means something different. Yeah, I get to see him like that when it comes to sexuality. If I understand the thing, I'll come, but if I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to shut. You gotta look at it critically and logically. I'm glad you do that. Not a lot of people do nowadays. Yeah. So when people was like, oh, this YouTuber said NIGGA, then I was like, look at the tweet. They said, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's not racist. Maybe ignorant, but it's not racist. But they say something like, oh, black people in Chicago or something like that. That's more racist. That's racist. You know, considering someone just repeating the song lyric. So I don't get, like they were trying to get on, like I'm not a fan of James Charles, but when they were trying to get on to him for mouthing the words to I think a Nicki Minaj song, and one of the words had NIGGA in it, and he got dragged for it, and I was like, see, he didn't deserve that. He literally didn't say it verbally. He mouthed the words. 2 and 3, he wasn't being racist. Now the whole Ebola thing he did, that was racist, but him mouthing the song wasn't racist. Those are two different things. Yeah, you gotta look at the context of the situation. I'm not gonna sit here and just be like, everything is case by case by case. So, but with today's situation, I kind of peep what's going on, and it's not cool. There's wrong on everybody's part at this point. Somebody did something wrong on everybody's part. Does that mean it's all the same? No. I agree that context is important. The bullshit got me fucked up. I didn't know this shit till now. So yeah, like me personally, do I say the N-word? Yeah, I do. I don't do it a lot. I know people who say it every 3 sentences, but normally I don't say it. Unless maybe I'm singing a song. But other than that, I don't say it. But I don't drop the ER, period. Thank you. Oh, and everyone, this is the Renegade. This is my best friend. So, you know. I think with me, it's like I managed as a white bitch to not use that word. It's not hard, but like I don't know how they grew up. Exactly. A lot of people grew up in areas where there's not a lot of black people or anything like that. So they automatically think it's okay, but it's not. I'm taking the red one. But, so I'm just sitting here, I'm like, I'm not gonna sit there and just judge people off of it. But like I said, today's situation, I feel like they definitely, everyone had a fuck up in it. Everyone did. Not a bad thing, to be honest. Like, I was trying to use bad language, but that's not it. Wow. Oh. Anyway, So I like, okay, to break down who I think is what I think everybody went wrong at. Okay. So like I said, I think Tati is a reactionary person. And a lot of people are reactionary people, so I don't fault no one for that. You know, especially if you're hurt and you just want to talk to somebody. So I grew up around different races, and I still think it's wrong for anyone who's in PLC should be using it. I grew up around people who always kept us folk in check. Yeah, some people didn't grow up with that. So, like, for example, my area, I live in the deep south, so it's kind of like, you know, either way it goes. I didn't realize how hard it is to do this while talking, but today, I think, like I said, I think Tati's a reactionary person, and I feel like the worst thing she could have done was make that video yesterday. She shouldn't have done that. She should not have done that. She shouldn't have been sitting here like, I take back stuff, or please stop it and stuff like that. I mean, the damage is done now. You know, you can't sit there and cause damage, which I know that probably wasn't her intent, but it happened, you know. I don't think she should have came up with that video. I really don't. Because now it's going to put a bigger spotlight on her. But then on the other hand, should have just sat there and ate the food she prepared. Exactly. And that's what a lot of people have a problem with her with. A lot of people are not having an issue where they feel like she used her power to basically take this person's career from them. And now she wants to take it back because it went too far. She didn't expect it to do like it did. You can't do that. So there's that. But on the other hand, despite the other stuff, I'm just going to say this. Jeffree Star has a history of manipulation. And I'm not talking about his past. I'm going to just strictly discuss his last 2-3 years. I'm driving like I'm drunk. Let me hit this corner. And I'm going to go into depth and I'll explain why. As soon as I drop this car off, of what I mean by history manipulation, why I think that James may have doctored. I know James doctored some of those messages. That's like that. That's obvious. Let's see. And she wouldn't talk to James when he did try to reach out in person. I guess she was upset, but Jesus do it probably at least first. Here's what he's manipulated as well, all three in different ways. To be honest, if he messaged me like that, I have ignored him. I would have ignored him too, to be real. But I'm just going to say that the biggest manipulator out of the three is Jeffree. This is not me saying the F Jeffree bandwagon, even though I don't like him. But I can recognize manipulation when I've seen it because I've been manipulated before into saying something or doing something or being told how or when to say something. And I can spot that a mile away. Now, the first incident I can think of that's recent. Do y'all remember the whole situation where T-Spill and Here for the T got into it and those text messages from Jeffree Star came out, I think from Sam's end, and you could see how he was manipulating and saying, well, this is going on with Jaclyn Hill and this was this and that and this is, you know, trying to make it seem like it's okay. So I'm gonna make this right up here. Let's see. Yeah, right. Honestly, I've been looking too. I see, but yeah, Jeffree Star said Jaclyn was wanting to hurt herself when that wasn't the case. Exactly. Cause I'm like, okay, either way it goes. Like, even if Jaclyn did say that, you don't go and tell somebody's personal business that way. You just don't. You know. Yeah, basically tried to get the store shut down. I could kind of feel like the reason why he did that, he had the Magic Star concealers coming out. He had the brushes coming out, and the brushes would have been infected if that whole series would have came loose. And basically stocking more food to fall. It's all money. So Jeffree had a big reason to just step in, even though he had nothing to do with it. So I feel like that's a sign of manipulation. I feel like Jeffree did some things behind the scenes with the Gabby, Manny, Nikita situation. I feel like I know James Charles stepped in and removed some of Thomas Halbert's sponsorships, and I think Jeffrey did too behind the scenes. That's an assumption is Jeffrey, but James Charles is confirmed. So I'm like, okay, Jeffree Star just been doing he's manipulative. So I do feel like he did send something like that message to James, but I feel like he straight up faked some of the messages to give him some credence, which he shouldn't have done. So now he looks like just like a liar. Exactly. Then I'm saying exactly to both of y'all, it's super manipulative, and yeah, Gabby and Jeffrey does look doing too much. I feel like some of this stuff, it shouldn't have even be y'all business. Like, if y'all would just shut up, it probably wouldn't have gotten this far. Alright, let's slow it down. Let's hit this corner. I think we're about to lose them though. Alright, let's go this way. Let's go this way. Can y'all drop the stars already? Oh my god, these police officers are coming from everywhere. Alright. Exactly, let's cover in drama. Oh, snap. So I think teas are well and good, and I like that we have drama channels, but the beauty community have just become too much about tea. It is. It is. I don't understand. How hard is it to just do makeup, give a review, be honest about it, you know, do your promotions, that's fine, do your sponsorships, that's fine, you know, but when it comes, I feel like friendship and beauty do not mix. They don't. I used to be hitting everybody's car. Alright. I can just drive normal since I'm trying to just get there at this point. Oh, hush, she'll be alright. He's like right down the street. Move. I was like, teas are well and good. Let's see. Those are awesome people out there and turned out negative. Yeah, I see. Honestly, it taught me that with my social media and my stream, I just need to be ready to stand behind everything I do or call myself out. Exactly. If you can't check yourself, then nobody else will. And when I say nobody else will, people will check you, but then you will sit there and be like, well, I'm going to make excuses for myself. And my thing is, I'm like, no one is above critique or you know, just being condemned for something or being praised. That's how you grow. Constructive criticism is how you grow. And if you can't handle constructive criticism, you shouldn't be online in the first place. Yeah, exactly. Like, man, there's so much sabotaging going on YouTube. It's not even funny. Like I said before, I've had experience where I was manipulated and considered, well, not manipulated, but basically they wanted some nudes for them to hang out with me and whatnot. Or what else did he do? Took my video ideas and just ran with it and took him. Which it's whatever. That was my mistake for being that stupid. But at the same time though, YouTube is just ruthless. I don't know how I feel about that community. And then also I was talking to someone on Snapchat. We video called I think 2 nights ago, and she was just wanting to vent about the beauty community and all this other stuff. And then she asked me why I'm not a drama channel, and I've been asked that before. I was asked that before. I think Dustin asked that a few months ago and whatnot, and I said I have no interest in it due to the fact that the drama community scares the piss out of me. I don't want to, because I don't want to be the type of person where they sit there and just yeah, they be getting into it. People be screenshotting stuff and screen grabbing and recording phone calls. And the type of person I am, exactly, the type of person I am, you dox me, I'm finna be I'm finna snap. Like, I'm not finna sit there and make a statement. I'm not finna be silent. I'm not finna be cool. I'm like, man, fuck you, you stupid bitch. Blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna beat your ass. That's the type of person I am. Like, I'm not finna talk. I'm like, you finna catch these hands. Like, you putting my family in danger because you pissed off because I got a different opinion. Like, nah, we finna throw hands. Like, I'm not even trying to do all that. I'm not. My temper is not set up that way. Oh yeah, yeah, it is scary. Mary, I have no trouble with. Yeah, the community is just. It's just that's like the first thing they want to do. Soon as you disagree with somebody, I have receipts. I got screenshots. I recorded this phone call. Like a prime example of that is the Rewired Soul. You seen how he did them? You seen how he's making a video? He made a video clickbaity with James Charles in there, and then brought it up to drag. I think Ashley Kyle, L Loves T, who else? T by Ali and somebody else, right? Why? Why do all that? You know, like if somebody was trying to expose me that way, I'm gonna be pissed. Not because it's true, because whether it's true or false, I told you that because you were my friend at that point in time. And even though our friendship is over, you shouldn't take that as an opportunity to try to get over on me. Saying I'll throw hands no matter what time place. Oh yeah, I saw that girl. You know he called me out and put words in my. Yeah, I saw that. You was messaging me about that as well. Terrence is trying. Oh, wow, exactly. I saw that. I peep his game, and that's what it is, a game. Man, Carl, you gonna get on my way? I'm gonna move you. That's your choices right now. But yeah, he evil. You don't sit there and do that to people, especially if you're supposed to be in the mental health community. What is you doing? What is going through your head? Why is you doing all this? Like I said, if I get into it with a friend, like I've gotten to it with a few friends have pissed me off before. I'm not gonna sit there and take some stuff they sent me in private and whatnot, look it up, look for it on my phone, or screenshot it during the conversation and just to post it online just to hurt them. No, that's not how you handle disagreement. Disagreement amongst friends, you sit there and you call them, you text them, you talk it out. You don't sit there and run to the internet immediately. I don't get that mentality. It makes no sense to me. He's a garbage bin that's been left out too long, so I'm going to take him to the landfill. I'm actually not sure how I never got blocked by him. I was blocked by Rep for a while, but not TR West, and I was rooted to him. Repsion, I used to, when he first came out, I followed him, but then after a while, I had to stop following him because he'd be bugging sometimes. He'll say some off the left field stuff, and I'm like, man, I can't ride with you on that one. I can't rock with that. So I have to. Sometimes I do pop in and look him up, and watch a video of his, and I'm like, oh, it's cool. But then every once in a while, he says something. I'm like, bruh. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Oh, Repzilla. Okay, Repzilla. I don't mess with him. Period. After that whole thing with leafy greens and all that whole debacle, I was talking about Repsion. Then not long after. So I'm just saying, eh. It was funny, he unblocked me and then tried to promote a video to me. I died laughing. Man, bump them. That's all really followers are at this point, is promotion. And that's why I was talking about the other night. I was playing Kingdom Hearts 3 and I was talking to Blush and Bourbon. So, and we were talking about how it's hard to differentiate when you're talking to a YouTuber and if they are looking at you as your friend or looking at you as a fan and a number. You can't tell. Because you're sitting there thinking you're building a friendship with somebody, and the reality is they want to make sure you watch their video, buy their merch, retweet their tweet, like they tweet, get that traction they need. So I'm like, that's kind of messed up. That's very messed up to me. So I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm drinking some water. It's hard to tell if one be true friends is being used by the person. I know that all too well with TRS. That's a garbage bin. TRS is the official garbage bin of 2019. So to the point where I don't even, people like DM me anytime. I don't DM them because I'm not trying to sit there and assume that they want to be friends with me or be cool with me or whatever the case may be.
Franklin, hey, what's going down, huh? The market, my boy.
Shut up. So I don't know. And plus, it seems like everybody is like in a clique on YouTube and Twitter. Like, I'm not gonna say who. I'm going to basically, remember when I was posting those tweets about people not want to talk to me because a friend said they were my friend, but then they really more concerned about me. Yeah, it is high school, but they're more concerned about having friends with people who got a lot of views and subscribers and whatnot. So I kind of got booted because of that. I mean, it goes deeper than that, you know. They read my message, leave me on read. They know my DM. They kept saying perpetrating like they add me on PSN. They didn't. They did a whole bunch of little stuff like that, you know. And I'm the type of person where I'm not finna chase you to be my friend. I'm not finna do it. But I think it's messed up that they talk to me when it's convenient, though. They want that retweet. They want that like. They want that amen. They'll talk to me. All right, bet. So I'm like, if you guys haven't caught on, let me explain something about myself. It takes me a while to get pissed off. It takes me a while to just act nasty to people. I am considered a doormat by most people because I'll take a lot. But I feel a certain kind of way when people use people for gain of any sort, whether it be mental, emotional, physical, or financial. I feel a certain kind of way about it, you know, especially when amongst friends, because you are choosing to know this person and get to know them on a personal level, but yet you take that trust and break it by trying to use them in some kind of way, trying to get your own come up. So I don't know, stuff like that make me sick. It makes me sick to my stomach. I just can't ride with it. I don't. The same here hits me on a different level. I can't stand it. Exactly. Like, for example, honestly, as soon as someone expects something from me and tries to force something on me, I'm like, yeah, we're not friends. We're friendly, but not friends. Exactly. So I think that's the stage I'm at. That's not my friend. We're just friendly. We're associates. I know them. That's about it. Like, I legit even left, like, a little background. Last summer, actually, I was part of a group, and I will say the name. The group is called Infinium. And Infinium is an actual gaming Twitch group, and it's like over 140,000 people strong, if not more. And I was part of management, more specifically entertainment management. And basically they have a huge issue of favoritism and using the smaller channels in order to promote the bigger channels without even considering, you know, basically they only deal with the ass kissers, which was sad. And then they also had this thing where they promoted one person for a whole year without promoting anybody else. That sounds like Q-Star and TRSC. If y'all saw, it was wild, man. I quit. Oh my God, like those, the ones that are just a group to further select a few. Exactly. They didn't want you to do anything unless you are, I think the first level was like anybody who made, like how I am. I'm not a starting Twitch streamer. I'm considered affiliate off my Twitch if people subscribe to me. But I'm not gonna sit here and harass people into doing it. I don't ask people to do it. I don't even bring it up because I don't care, you know. I do this for fun. You know, I don't have a huge following. I don't do much, right? But then at a certain point, you get to another group. I think it's called Elysian, which is like this next stage. Whoops, where you have hit, I think, partner with Twitch, which means you get more money, more perks, all that good stuff, right? Now, once you get partnered in that group, they actually start. You have a notification, so everybody in the server will get a notification when you go live. Q-Star got shut down for CP and forever making a Q. See, I never heard of Q-Star. Yeah, the Twitch communities are horrible. Some of them are okay, but most part they're horrible. Then what they did was they only put like I think 25 people out of 100 and some thousand people. They put 25 in that Elysian group, and then they got the retweets. But they promoted one Twitch streamer a year to make them, I think, like full-blown partner, get them over 175,000 followers or some crap like that. And they get to go to the press trips and all this other stuff. I bowed out because even as part of management where I was helping out, I didn't get no perks. I got nothing from it. I didn't get paid or anything. So people started asking like, okay, what are we getting for being management? And they were like, nothing basically. A title. It is a pyramid scheme at a certain point. So beyond that, I tried joining Twitch Kittens. Couldn't get into that either. They start communities like support small stream. We really want people, someone to praise and support them. Yeah, there's a group. There's actually a group called Support Small Streamers. They have a Facebook. They have a YouTube. They have a Twitter. They have Twitch Kittens. You have, matter of fact, I'm gonna do you one better. They're on my Discord right now, so I can tell y'all who to avoid. It is just trying to save some lives here, you know. Gotta do my due diligence. Probably end up doing 2 more missions after this and probably call it from there. Waiting for my Discord to open up. Yeah, you might occasionally see me shading that shit. It doesn't work either because those people follow but they don't want to interact. Those toxins made me want to go some Discord. Man, I'm rarely, if ever, on Discord. If I'm on there, that means that my Discord is on mute, and the only people who can message me is people on my friends list. Which the only person who messaged me on my friends list is the Renegade. That's it. And most of the time, he just messaged me on WhatsApp. Which, hey, that's not a problem for me. Same here. Come on, sometimes check on my online friends every so often. Exactly. But yeah, it was just tragic situation. I don't like it at all. When this score is active but terrifying, we are crazy. It's very NSFW and also good in support, so I like it. That's the best thing to have, is it's a supportive group to have with you. I love that misgendering me. I'm sorry. I'm still getting used to it. Because you're still trying to present it. I'm sorry. I apologize. How about this? I make it better, bitch. That was the only good thing that came from the leaf craft, to be honest. Made awesome friends. That's good, as long as you made friends.
They got me pinned down, shoot that gas can. You trying to run up on me, bitch? Even the shit out, homie. Grab the shotgun.
This gas can?
Follow me. Let's get through this. Damn, there's some gang niggas out here.
My period ain't on, you skank. I know, right? I have to go back and watch Key and Peele occasionally on YouTube. I know that feeling. I can't. Alright, I got him.
Up there, shoot that nigga. Bust his ass.
I already did.
Take that dough. They trying to mash. Get that car, homie. How many they got? Damn. Light them niggas up.
How did oh well. Me being stupid, that's how I died. But yeah, this
Fuck, they must have heard some shit. Find your bitch ass some cover. Fool, I ain't making no friends out here, homie. Shit, on your left.
don't worry, I'm used to getting judgment right now. I love you too, bitch. But yeah.
Just when I thought this shit was clearing up.
Wow, how you gonna block sit there? I'm going to go my son's. Okay, you take care. Thank you for coming, Fluffy. I'm probably going to wrap up this mission and probably do one more, and then I'm going to call it here. So, what are you guys' opinions? Where do you think this drama whole situation is going to go?
Some more of them niggas. They're pumping. Shoot the gas, homie.
So, have a nice. But what do you guys think the whole Tati James thing is going to go from here? Well, I'm gonna read it.
You crazy motherfucker. Why we have to pop all those people? You was there too. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you shot more of them than I did. Yeah, but you started this shit, stupid.
Let me get to him.
Man, you lost some of
Let's see. Honestly, I have no idea. I know what I'm done with it. But I never was big in, so no big loss. Don't think N was going to jail. I think N was going to lose a career. Charles game. So exactly, I have to agree with all y'all on that. Should make this lift up here.
this punk get away with going down, homie. He gonna kill us from all these bodies. And whose fault is that? Mr. 80's action movie body count motherfucker.
But yeah, I don't think
Just get on this shit.
nobody is that hurt. Nobody is. I don't know why people are acting like they are.
Sitting on 140 cubic inches right here, nigga. Oh shit, Professor, you're right.
I'm just saying, I don't think nobody really think about that fact that these people have millions and millions of subscribers. They ain't hurt. They got millions in the bank. They will grow. This will be a past situation in a month. People might bring it up every once in a while if some new drama pop off, or you know, in their comments, who they will then get blocked. But nobody's really going to be just screwed. See, I'm going to hit his ass with my car. I see this now. Bump that. I'm finna shoot him off the bike. Oh, I see you now. Alright, I'm finna smack the piss out of you, sir.
Get that bike back.
This you? Nope. This you.
Shoot him down.
Oh, bump that, bitch.
Watch that shit's like me. Oh shit, he's down. Take the bike and meet me at the car wash around the way.
Yeah, pretty much. It's not gonna be not a problem. So I'm just like, man, I don't know why people acting like they're canceled, it's over, they're finna lose all their money. No, they not. Just like James went to Brisbane after all this situation happened. I'm not sure I'm saying Brisbane right. It's Brisbane. He's fine. The only person who might be hurt, the only two people that might be hurt will be Gabriel and Nikita, because they didn't have a lot of subscribers to begin with, in comparison to Tati, James, and Jeffrey. Like, those three are the big three beauty channels. They're good. Their names are still going to bring money, regardless of what they did, what they have done or allegedly have done. That's why I'm like, I'm not really too concerned with cancel culture, period. Oh yeah, I thought they'd cancel, to be honest. Like, if we cancel people, how do they learn? Instead with extra predators and stuff, cancel it for sure. Exactly. Now, it'd be different if James actually did something horrendous to people. Like, he did some horrible stuff, yes. But at this point, it's learnable. He can unlearn that behavior. He can change. As long as he holds himself accountable. But at this point, he doesn't look like he's holding himself accountable. He's pointing fingers. So like I said, when I put on Twitter, like, okay, if you guys want a synopsis of what happened in the James Charles video, he essentially said, you know what, if I'm going down, all you motherfuckers going down with me. Like, I'm not dealing with this by myself. Now, I do believe he has some true dirt on people, but he ain't gonna say nothing to prevent, I guess, a lawsuit, because at this point, defamation of character can be a real issue. But you see, no one has brought up defamation of character. None of them. Even though they took hits to their pocket with subscribers, no one brought it up. And the reason why I don't think nobody brought it up is because everyone got some dirt on each other. So if someone start exposing skeletons, it's gonna get real nasty real fast. Whew. I had to keep pausing and taking drinks of cold water. I mean, think about it though. Think about it. Nobody didn't say nothing until they got wronged. Everyone was quiet and all good and happy until they got pissed off, until they were the one on the receiving end of being screwed, right? Now it's a problem. And people are not going to say nothing. They're not going to say anything unless it's like some, because right now they're trying to avoid that whole defamation of character thing, which, in my opinion, could happen. It's a real possibility that can happen at any point. It just takes the wrong person, the right person, to say the wrong thing. Now it's going to be to the point where someone's going to say something defamatory, and then they're going to be like, well, you know what? I'm just going to either make a response video and explain my side with receipts, and those receipts is going to put somebody in jail, or they're going to take them to court. All right, I'm not sure if you guys follow the whole Tasha K Cardi B situation. She decided she's a gossip channel, and she decided I'm in the wrong house. That's why I'm having problems. But yeah, she says some defamatory stuff about Cardi B. Now, most people should ignore, because they either A, have pictures that's true, or B, they're so absurd that it's obviously a lie, right? But Tasha did a video and it got views on a lie, and she's still sitting there by it. you know, by what she said. So at this point, I mean, like I said, it could go any way. But I do believe it boils down to everybody got dirt on everybody. And this dirt could just fuck up everybody. Like the whole community would be shot to hell. Which I feel like is kind of needed at this point. The truth needs to be exposed. Let's do one more mission. Well, hush, she'll be alright, sir. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just that's my tinfoil hat. What did I do? You know what? I'm not gonna stay. Thank you, sir. Apparently there's something over here. Wow. Will they go back to makeup? No, they won't. This is just the truth at this point. They're not going to go back to makeup. Just makeup. It's too much money into being a drama. Way too much money. Please do bring it back so I can subscribe and watch. It's like right over here, so you really don't give me anxiety attacks. I know, right? You know, when I first started this year, I was gonna say, I was like, this year I'm gonna get 1,000 followers on Twitch and 1,000 subscribers. But at this point, I can tell in order to really make it online, you have to kind of sell out a bit. And you have to agree to some things you don't necessarily agree with, even though it's against your morals or what you believe in. And, or you have to just be an ass. And I don't want to do all that. I just don't. You know, Renegade, you can eat my booty. Like, real talk, eat my booty. Come on, man, we walking. We are not gonna get a car. Enjoy the fresh air. Well, actually, I'm just gonna just talk for the next few minutes. I'm just gonna stop the stream because it's an hour and I need to eat at a certain point. But yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I don't got time nor patience to sit there and lie to people like I'm cool with this person. Like, I do believe that a lot of Jeffree Star's fans come from, like, his group of people comes from them wanting to be accepted and get the views and subscribers, because once you okay in Jeffree's book, you put on, you good, you Gucci, you ain't got to worry about nothing. And I don't think it's worth it. If you got to sit there and agree with somebody or pretend you like somebody for fame, money, then you're gonna lose yourself in the process, and it just ain't worth it. To me, it's not. Yeah. Anyway, I know it's a short stream, but I'll be back. Renegade, you a hoe though. That's different. You in a totally different category. You don't have moral fiber. You just live off of lies and deceit. But I'm glad. Don't pretend. Just be who you are. You know, if you may not gain a lot, but the people you do gain is just gonna be concrete and there for you. Your best friend's a hoe, so I'm not saying you're a hoe too, but no, you saying you're a hoe and you a hoe alone. But Yeah, you might not gain a lot from being original in yourself and not going with the wave what everybody think and believe in, but you're still going, but you're good for yourself though. You know, the people you do get following you, they're going to appreciate your content. They're going to like you for you versus the people you surround yourself, the energy that you have around you, because I feel like the energy you put around yourself does affect you. Anyway, let me stop preaching. I'm gonna go eat, and I'll be on Twitter and whatnot. I'm always on Twitter, and I'm gonna watch some horror movies on YouTube. So bye, you guys.